So one of these two will make it through to the group stage and join the likeness of Bunny and whoever the other player today is. So thank you guys for joining us here for the Ting Open. Quick shout outs and reminders to check out the sponsor. Go to bttv.ting.com. Let them know you came from the site, from the channel, and of course claim $25 in credit for buying anything off their store or signing up for Ting. Quick reminder that if we can get 40 people in total signed up for Ting, we may just see another one of these tournaments this year. But of course, Rifkin casting here with Zombie Grub today, and in this qualifying ZvZ in the top right, we've got Team Liquid's red Zerg player Snute.
In the bottom right, as the green Zerg player, he is Elazer.
And we did draw the winner of the raffle during the break, so it may not have been vocalized on stream yet. That's one to shout out. Gina Tonic, one of our moderators, actually ended up winning the raffle. So, you know, exclamation mark rigged.
Darn you.
But thank you, Raymar, for the raffle. He's got another game to give away as well. He says, Murdered Soul Suspect. I've actually seen some gameplay of this on YouTube. At first I thought it was like an old game, but it's just an indie game. Damn it. But we'll get that raffle going after this series is done. Because, of course, we still got the losers bracket we have to go through today. So we are, I'd say, a little over halfway done with the cast. But we still got quite a few matches ahead of us still.
Yep. Especially as the losers brackets got held up a little bit by Monty and Namshar. Fortunately, Namshar did end up losing, so he is out.
Namshar.
Well, we have a ZvZ on our hands. Snoots did go for the one base opener, but not the early pool. Just kind of like the, I don't even know what you would call it, the safe pool gas timing, I guess, that can turn into his own aggression with a much faster speed had he chosen to get it. But I feel like he's been doing that most of his games. Ooh, very fast Evo Chamber. This is not what he's been doing most of his games, but we have been seeing +1 melee builds a lot more. Like Hydra showcased one that led into a 1-1 both attack Roach Ling Baneling all in. That was kind of cool.
The Evo Chamber, I mean, yeah, it's last year was Cats. Nowadays it's like the Koreans. Like lots of +1 melee weapons have been I guess popping up. It used to always be Carapace, and it is gonna be Carapace. So Snute really wants to make sure that if it's Banelings, he won't have to worry about Banelings. There is a dynamic beyond this that needs to be talked about. We've talked about this before in streams. Snute and Elazer have played together a ton, whether it's intentional or unintentional practice. And it's worth noting that Elazer actually does have the win record up on Snute at the moment. So this Carapace upgrade might seem a little bit odd, but may have been anticipation of Elazer classically doing Banelings. I don't know. However, Elazer is not doing Banelings. He is doing Roaches.
Yeah, you can definitely explain the Carapace for a lot of reasons. The +1 is always a little more like, I really wonder how this is ideally supposed to work, besides just, you know, making your lings just in general stronger. But the Carapace is nice because they would win out the Baneling Wars, but they also would continue to help out your Roaches as Carapace hits, you know, all units.
I have to put the camera on you for a second. My cat is making...
Your cat. I can always tell it's your cat because you're always just like, you can't make noise. If it's like a family member, you're like, I have to put the camera on you 1 second. Like, you sound so angry.
I'll be back one moment, guys. Sorry.
All right, so even though the Carapace upgrade is more ideally set for taking one more Baneling hit, they do still make the Lings in general stronger, just as the +1 melee does, just, you know, not in the same way. So doing an attack with Lings is not out of the question against someone who goes for Roaches, as they will still be stronger, and just, you know, Lings will be more plentiful no matter the situation, unless it's like super late game. You just won't have a lot of money for early game Roaches. Getting a third base this quickly, actually, from Elazer is a little bit bold. If your opponent did go for speed, which is about to finish up here for Snute, you're almost guaranteed to lose it at least once, especially if they commit to it, you know? Like, they get 20 lings, they might cancel it. They realize that they could get it canceled, then they get 40 lings, you know? And that might open the floodgates to a counterattack of Roaches, but you know it's still like slow Roaches, and that Ruins is still a large map, even in vertical spawns, so it's something that you can risk and then hope that your Roach Warren comes down in time too. Which is already on the way. So the Lings should be able to get the third, but they're actually going to attempt to go into the natural first, see what they can get done there. The Roaches are too plentiful, though, and in good position as well.
It's only if you can get a surround on them do you really want to take that fight with the Lings, but this is a base he can certainly get a surround on. And that's... Oh, okay. How was that a cancel? Like, the actual shape of the building took place. It was, like, fully done. He got the cancel, though.
Yeah, very important that he did, because, I mean... For one, I would have actually maybe judged him a little bit for not getting the cancel, but also it's exactly what Snute wanted was the actual kill, not cancel. So his lings are still useful. They're going to provide fodder in a direct engagement. I mean, using them for
Oh,
this right here is, I guess, yeah, it turns out okay.
yo, so that was really sick out of Snoot. I'm not sure if anyone else caught that. He actually did pull the legs back to dodge the Corsair Bile, so it did only hit Elazer's one roach. That was pretty sick. Normally, you just kind of resolve the lings are going to die and say, okay, screw it, I'll go macro at home. But nice catch out of Snoot. Now he's going to catch some of these Ravagers, which are
Yeah,
very low health units. They get picked off, or one does. Not too bad.
I really like that he's been getting the Ravagers too, but now all of his things are dead, and Laser doesn't really have to worry about counterattacks anymore. He can entirely focus on this push. Now, 1-1 will be done thanks to that earlier Carapace upgrade. He's got to buy more time, though, just in general, for more roaches. Like, his armor supply is not looking too hot
He's
right
flooding
now.
with lings. That's not a bad idea. If you hold all the roaches in place, the Corrosive Biles are sure to land if that's the case. But Corrosive Biles obviously don't need upgrades, so while Snoot might have 1-1, there we go, now has 1-1. The Ravagers from Elazer don't need upgrades to deal that same amount of damage unless they land those Corrosive Biles. And the Lings are not getting this round they want. They're flooding in 1 or 2 at a time, and unfortunately I think Snoot is going to fall here. I mean, those upgrades are
Yeah.
nice, but it's not going to make up for missing 20 army supply.
Yeah, the upgrades really didn't seem to play any part whatsoever because you got to consider he also had defender's advantage plus the upgrades. I really thought he'd maybe still lose the fight, but not as much as he lost the fight right now. Like this is a little one-sided as we really all the Ravagers really are still left over. A couple are dying now thanks to Lings, but GG.
This kills me because Snoot's micro in this game I feel was like another level, but yeah, the fast Evo Chamber, the 1-1, I really do believe in my heart that like he came into that game expecting Banelings, and the fact that they didn't show was definitely surprising to him.